Sunlight spills on old wood grain, a rhythm drawn in silent lines. Coffee curls in fragile trails, like memories too soft to find. The window breathes with sleepy trees, and pages turn with whispering ease. Somewhere a trumpet dreams alone, and all the world forgets to phone. I write your name in faded ink beneath the words I rarely think. Each letter bends with wistful grace, as if your voice still haunts this place. Outside a breeze rehearses jazz, soft notes adrift on shattered glass. The clock has nodded off again, it's ticking lost in saxophone rain. Sent, left resting where the daylight went. A thought too fragile to unfold, I keep it warm inside the cold. There's solace in unfinished lines, where questions echo back in time. Each pause becomes a quiet thread that weaves the words I never said. Chalk dust days and final hums, notes that taste like sugar plums. You smiled once across the steam and lingered there inside my dream. Now only spoons and empty cups remain to fill what isn't much, but every sip still holds a trace of how you move through time and space. I close my eyes, the light turns gold, a memory I softly hold. It fades but leaves behind its scent, like letters sealed in time well spent. The jazz returns in muted blue, it says hello then sings of you. And every rest between each chord becomes the space I once adored. The afternoon grows long and slow, shadows stretch where I don't go, but in this stillness I can hear the echo of you drawing near. And not in footsteps, not in voice, but in the way the leaves rejoice, and in the way the sax breathes deep, a sound too tender for to keep. I never send these midday lines, they float like clouds through softened minds, but but every note and every rhyme is just my way to press rewind. You'll never read the things I write, but maybe that's what makes it right. Some songs are meant to only play when hearts are drifting far away. So let this breeze turn into dusk with mellow tones and fading musk. The letters rest, the music fades, but you remain where jazz is made. Footsteps echo in golden light. Shops begin to close their eyes. I sit beside a coffee cup, watching people time in skies. Streetlights bloom like paper moons. Breeze carries a violent tune. A memory slips through traffic sounds. Your name in the city's muted hum. I trace the rim of porcelain white, round and round soft as twilight. The waiter nods, the kettle sighs, and I pretend you never lied. Books unread beside my coat, a letter buried in my notes. I wait for someone who won't come, like jazz that plays when night is young. Is now the sound of rain on empty chairs and window panes. Your warmth lives in the amber dusk, in every pause and every hush. We used to walk these roads as two, our laughter caught in avenue blues. Now I just hum along alone to music soft as dial tones. A woman sings inside the bar, her voice a candle in the dark, and I become the quiet glass, half full of things that couldn't last. Strangers pass like verses lost, each with their own gentle cost, but I still hold your echo tight, in syllables the sax recite. Not meant to stay, just linger long enough to sway, like curtains dancing in a breeze, our names engraved on autumn leaves. I lift my cup, it tastes like years, bittersweet with sugared tears. The table holds a little grace, a fading smile I can't replace. The sun drops low, the corners bend, and shadows call the day to end, but still I sit not out of need, just letting go a piece of me. This isn't grief, it isn't pain, it's something softer like a stain, left by moments never said, still lingering when jazz has fled. dusk and sidewalk dreams to love that phase between the seams. The song plays on though night is near, and in its hush you reappear. Midnight leans against my wall. Lamplight flickers, shadows crawl. The silence hums a quiet tune, echoing soft beneath the moon. My pen moves slow across the page, each word a whisper, calm with age. I talk to ghosts I never met, in verses lined with soft regret. The window's foggy from my breath. Outside the world forgets the rest. Inside the books are breathing still, with stories time forgot to fill. The tea is cold, the ink runs thin, but something sacred stirs within. A question asked in lowercase: have you forgiven your yesterdays? I write as if someone might read, though every line is just for me. There's comfort in the things unsaid, like blankets pulled across my head. The sax returns in muted tones, a song for those who sit alone. Its breath is warm, its rhythm slow like night, confiding all it knows. Each sentence bends like candlelight, fragile, brief, but burning bright. And somewhere in the fading glow I see the girl I used to know. She asks me if I'm still the same, if I still sign my fears by name. I close the book and gently smile. I changed, but only for a while. The house is still, the air is kind. The ticking clock forgets its time. I fold the thought, I sip the sound, and let the present wrap me around. A melody begins to hum, like memories that softly come. They sit with me, not saying much, just warmth in place of former touch. So here I am, not not lost, not found, just floating where the words are sound. A woman made of ink and sighs beneath the half-lit midnight sky. Let morning wait, I'm not yet done. This night has more to overcome. The pages turn, the voice remains, a song for quiet love and rain. And when the light begins to fade, I'll close this book but not erase. For every whisper I have penned remains a part that won't pretend. Tonight I live in what I write, a silent hymn in silver light. And somewhere in these fragile lines you'll hear a heartbeat much like mine. The train hums soft beneath my seat, a rhythm slow and perfect sweet. Outside the world begins to blur, fields and cities gently stir. I press my head against the glass, watching all the colors pass. The sunset paints a parting sigh, a watercolor long goodbye. Announcements drift and disappear, but all I truly hear is near. Your voice, a phantom in the wires, a warmth I carry through the tires. You said this line goes far away, beyond the reach of where we stay. And though you smiled, I knew it meant the kind of silence that's permanent. The seat beside me stays untouched, like empty space that speaks too much. I reach to write but stop midline. What's left unsaid still feels like mine. I count the poles, I count the trees, then start again from memories. How many stations did we miss, just chasing what we couldn't fix? A stranger hums 3 rows behind, a tune not theirs nor fully mine. It blends with tracks, with dusk, with sighs, a chorus stitched in muted ties. This isn't sorrow, not quite pain, it's just a kind of soft refrain, the kind of ache that rides with you and lingers like the twilight. The moment bends, as if the past could still pretend. Our laughter flickers on the pane, then fades as dusk begins to rain. The intercom calls out my stop, but I stay seated, let it drop. Sometimes it's better not to move, just let the music smooth the truth. A ticket folded in my hand, like every plan we didn't plan. This ride, this light, this fading track, I'll whisper that I won't go back. And yet I leave with something whole, a quieter, gentler kind of soul. Not less, not lost, but undefined, a breath between what's yours and mine. this train. Just know I'm somewhere in the rain. Not gone, not waiting to return. Just learning how to let things burn. The line rolls on, the dusk grows deep, and thoughts like lullabies all sleep. I hum a tune no one will hear, but send it out like you were near. The room is still, the clock won't speak. Dawn is folded at my feet. A kettle clicks, the water sighs, and silence drips from sleeping skies. I sit with blankets half asleep, thoughts in slippers soft and deep. The city waits behind the glass, but I am not yet meant to pass. No rush to name the coming hours. They bloom like slow, reluctant flowers. Outside a bird forgets its tune, then sings it wrong beneath the moon. I pour a cup, the steam ascends, like something warm I might defend. And in the quiet I confess, not every star begins with yes. The page is blank, but not alone. It holds the breath of the unknown. A story waits with patient hands, unfolding slowly where it stands. I hum a line that has no end, a half-formed thought I might suspend. And though the words are barely there, they wrap around the morning air. A window cracks, a whisper lands. The morning slips through open hands, and all I am and all I'll be lies somewhere in this cup of tea. The world can wait a little more behind a gently creaking door. I'll trace the sun across the floor before I ask what life is for. Let traffic hum without my name. Today I'm not part of the frame. Instead I float between the now and what the day might disavow. A gentle rhythm in my breath, no rush to prove, no race to test. Just time to sip and time to be before the world remembers me. No promises grass to chase or bind, just scattered light and softened mind. And if I do not leave this place, I've still arrived in some small way. Let jazz unravel on the floor, like rain that taps the wooden door. This moment hums so still, so wide. I think I'll stay a while inside. So if you wake before the noise, before the clocks reclaim their voice, sit quietly and let it breathe, this space that only dawn can weave. The world can wait, the day can rest, the sun will rise without your yes. Just listen to the song it leaves before the city stirs and breathes. Rain taps gently on the glass, like someone trying not to ask. The books are breathing in their sleep, old stories curled in silence deep. I found a corner by the wall, where time forgets to move at all. A tea-stained cup, a threadbare chair, and every answer floating there. Pages speak in softened tones about the hearts we've never known. I read aloud, but just for me, each line a loose memory, a stranger's name, a place I've missed, a sentence shaped just like a kiss. And though the rain begins to swell, this little world still feels like spell. The ceiling hums, the shelves exhale, and somewhere deep a story sails. I turn the page, the clock stands still, and let the quiet start to fill. You cross my mind in chapter 3, a name beneath a canopy, not spoken loud, just slightly known, like passing ghosts who once were home. Some books are maps, some just a mirror. This one reads a bit like winter, but still I trace the inky lines, as if they might rewrite my mind. I sip the tea, now nearly cold, the air around me brushed with gold. The rain persists like jazz that's shy, unfolding softly note by side. You used to read with furrowed brow, your voice like smoke and sleepy vows. I sometimes hear it in the air, Between the shelves it lingers there. But no, I'm not chasing the past. I've learned some stories shouldn't last. And in this place I get to be a girl alone at peace and free. So let the storm write down its verse, each drop a line, both kind and terse. This chapter ends but leaves behind a quieter and steadier mind. When someone finds this book again, I hope they see what might have been. Not endings, no, but something warm, a borrowed calm before the storm. Close the book, the day goes on. The world resumes its common song. But something lingers in my chest, a whispered pause, a softer rest. And as I step into the rain, I carry stories not the same, a chapter lived but not in vain, inside the quiet, in the rain. Streetlights blur behind the glass as quiet miles begin to pass. I lean my head against the pane, the world outside a soft refrain. The drivers hum the engine low, a rhythm only night can know. And in the sea the day dissolves into a song that gently falls. My thoughts unwind in window rain, small fragments that remain unnamed. The city sighs in neon tones, but I am just a girl alone. A plastic bag across the aisle, an old man nods, a child smiles. And somewhere in this fleeting ride, I feel the quiet turn inside. I play the song you used to hum. It echoes soft, then comes undone. The chorus fades like second chances, missed in midnight backward glances. I close my eyes, the motion sways like rocking chairs or drifting days. The city lights all blend and bend, doesn't end. We passed your stop a year ago, yet sometimes I still feel you close. Your laughter rides the traffic noise, a memory shape without a voice. I'm not in love, at least not now, just tired enough to feel somehow that everything I used to chase returns in every passing phase. Bus turns left, the night exhales, a street of dreams behind a veil. I clutch my coat, adjust the tune, as jazz spills softly through the gloom. This isn't joy, it isn't pain, it's just the way the nights remain, a comfort in the slow retreat, a rhythm made of moving feet. Soon I'll pull the cord and rise, the world will shift beneath the sky. But for this ride I get to be a version of a soft me. No need to speak, no plans to hold, just fading lights and thoughts grown old. And as I near my quiet street, the city sighs, the music sleeps. So here's to rides with no goodbyes, to empty seats and quiet skies, to all the hearts we leave behind, and those we never meant to find. The night moves on, the brakes release, I step off into the peace. The world is still, the air is deep, and somewhere jazz begins to sleep. Light above the sink still glows, a little sun the night bestows. The dishes dry in quiet lines, like thoughts I rinse then leave behind. The fridge hums low, the floor is cool, and shadows gather like a pool. This moment isn't big or loud, just space the silence won't allow. A spoon reflects the ceiling's breath, and everything feels still, and yet there's movement in the way I lean to wipe away what might have been. No one is here to ask me why, and that's the grace of being shy. Just one warm cup between my hands, and time that listens understands. You cross my mind in careful ways, not storms but soft recurring waves, not aching now, not sharp or raw, just quiet footsteps on the floor. We never said the final lines, they faded out between the signs, and maybe that's the gentlest way for some goodbyes to drift away. A teabag steeps, the clock ticks slow, the lamp casts light in amber glow, and in this hush I find release, not joy, not grief, just simple peace. I hum a tune I never wrote, its notes like steam that barely floats. They rise then vanish near the fan, a lullaby without a plan. The window shows a darker blue, the world asleep, the night still new. No traffic hum, no midnight call, just me, this song, and nothing at all. And isn't that a kind of grace, to breathe and not explain your place, to be alone but not feel small, to find yourself then not recall. Tomorrow waits in folded clothes, in half-planned lists and morning prose, but now this kitchen is my world, a quiet kept, a thought unfurled. So let the light stay burning low, a golden hush before I go, for in this stillness I belong, inside a soft unspoken song. I rinse the cup, I wipe the sink, the light still hums in steady pink, and as as I turn to leave the room. The silence blooms, the night resumes. The door clicks shut but leaves behind a softer breath, a settled mind, a song not sung but still complete beneath the light above my sink. The river moves without a sound as ripples touching dusky ground. I walk alone but not afraid. The sky and I have both decayed. A leaf escapes the concrete shore. The lamplight soft, the air unsure. And every step I take tonight feels stitched with fate. Amber light. A couple passes hand in hand, their shadows stretch across the land. A cyclist hums an aimless tune. A bird calls once, then yields to moon. No hurry here, no words to prove, just heartbeats in a loser groove. I let my thoughts fall into flow and follow where the breezes go. Trees through window screen. You used to walk like time was white, unfolding slow with nothing to hide. I wonder if you'd walk here now and read the sky the way I found. Not asking what it used to mean, but breathing in the in-between. Eventual waits, I sit and write a line half formed in fading light. The wind plays chords through branches high, a lullaby without goodbye. There's something kind about the dusk, a mood that asks for nothing much, just gentle room to be and rest without the need to call it blessed. Like a thought that walks alone, but not in sorrow, not tonight. Just softly drifting out of sight. The water mirrors stars to come, and somewhere far the street sounds hum. The world feels paused, the air is deep, a rhythm slow enough to sleep. My shoes tap gently on the stone, each step a verse I claim alone. And as the river bends and fades, I let go of the day it made. There's comfort in not needing more, just paths that open, not implore. So I keep walking slow and low along the river, soft and slow. So here's to walks with no set end, to thoughts that only stars defend, to quiet streets and river glow, and love that never had to grow. I breathe, I smile, I do not know, but that's enough for now to go. The night is near, the pace is clear, just me, the wind, the sky, right here. Half After all the lights go down and silence moves across the town, the room is dark, the air is wide, and I have no more words to hide. The day is folded into ash, its memories in soft backlash. But here beneath this velvet hush, I hold the stillness, slow and lush. A single note still spins in air, like something tender left to care. No voices now, no distant cars, just moonlight caught between the stars. I whisper truths I won't recall, to walls that never judged at all. A sigh becomes a kind of grace, a gentle pause, an open space. I think of all the things I kept, the promises, the tears I wept, and in the quiet I admit, not every wound needs to be lit. Forgiveness isn't loud or bright, it lives in shadows past the night. It finds you when there's nothing left, and gives you breath instead of theft. The world outside has slipped away, but here inside I choose to stay. A cup not full, but not quite gone, the taste of dusk, of holding on. I hum a tune you'll never hear, but still I sing it calm and clear. Not for applause, not to be known, but just to feel I'm not alone. The night is not a void or end, but where the soul can slowly mend. No rushing here, no need to prove, just one more hour to sit and move. A window blinks, then fades to black. The stars retreat, then wander back. And in this rhythm, pure and slow, I find the part of me that glows. So if you ever feel too small, come find me past the quiet wall. We'll sit with jazz and half a moon, and let the night become a room. No answers come, no maps unfold, just warmth that needs no hand to hold. A song that asks for no replies, just breath between the last goodbyes. After all the lights are through, I'll still be here, the same soft hue. No brighter now, but not undone. Just resting where the dark is spun. Let sleep arrive without a sound, and dreams return in loops unbound. For even silence has its say, and love remains.